I'm good.
I said we.
Man, you just
But Michael, you could be a movie actor for Kevin Hart.
Damn.
Like you mean like play him?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That don't bother me.
What happened?
They said I could play Kevin Hart
In what?
in a movie. I guess about his life or some shit.
Oh.
And I said that don't bother me. Like it don't hurt.
Enough.
It don't hurt my. Apparently I'm taller than him. I don't think I'm without shoes 5'5".
I don't believe that.
About an inch.
Yeah. Say what?
No, you said 5'5".
Without shoes, yes.
I think about 3 inches. I think he's 5'2".
Really? Nah, I ain't know.
Yeah, he's short. He's like really short.
Ain't no way he 5'2".
You like look at Kevin Hart size.
I damn sure am.
And he
tell you.
You started it already?
Chris.
You started it?
Yeah.
Oh, I ain't know. Yeah, I'm about to find out right now.
We're trying to figure out if he's taller or shorter than Kevin Hart.
I don't care about that. Nah, Kevin Hart 5'5".
Ah, see, I told you could play him.
Oh, never mind. He's between 5'2" and 5'5".
Well,
What's actual height though? That's the question.
Right. So I guess they don't know.
That man gatekeeping his height.
He's up.
Kevin Hart said he's 5'5" with a shoe on. Damn. Without shoes on 5'5". I thought Kevin was taller than me. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Man,
With
short,
shoes on, he's 5'5". That means he gotta be like 5'4". That means you about.
Nah, most shoes put up like 2 inches. Like these.
Really?
Yeah, like these right here about 2 inches. So I'm like 5'7" right now. These bitches off 5'5". Trust me, I've had to take them off and get measured too many times.
see now the fucking Kryptonians have too many fucking variables to their shit. Like if they have access to a yellow sun, then they could likely overpower the Viltrumites. But you gotta have access to a yellow sun by
Yeah, that's why you said it matters where. If it's on Krypton, okay. But everywhere else, like General Zod is used to fighting in other planets, so that means he knows about the yellow sun and the blue suns and all of that. That nigga's gonna give Thrak fits, and he's gonna give
nigga, you put a red sun up there, give General Zod that fucking suit he had when he came to Earth. Listen to what I'm saying.
Go ahead.
Put a red sun up there, cause they can't fuck with it like that. Put a red sun up there. The Viltrumite ain't gonna have no issues, cause it don't matter.
Yeah.
And give Zod his little fucking suit that he had against Superman, and I'm giving it to the Viltrumite. Now, if you have access to a yellow sun, I'll probably give it to Zod. But I think it depends on what sun is available. Because then they talking about the adaptations to different environments and how one of them is not allergic, but one of them can't handle certain Viltrumites can't handle certain frequencies, but the Kryptonians are subject to like mind control and shit like that. So it's like
they are subject to that.
I feel like they would want to fight them at their best though.
And then
they would want to fight them at their best, which would be the stupidest thing for
the
them.
Viltrumites have to be exposed to a star's heat for a prolonged amount of time for them to die.
I feel like the heat vision will probably do that.
I feel like if I just find this green fucking rock, I'll be okay. Right. You can probably buy Kryptonite on Amazon.
So you saying you think the Viltrumites
They got it in every major museum.
are wiping the floor with?
I didn't say wiping the floor. I never said that.
Do you think so? You think the Viltrumites are beating the Kryptonians?
I think 50
no matter
Viltrumites versus 50 Kryptonians to the death. If the Kryptonians win, there will be 10 Kryptonians left. If the Viltrumite, rephrase. If the Kryptonians win, there'll be like 15, 16 Kryptonians left. If the Viltrumites win, there'll be like 10 left.
Okay. Strongest Viltrumite versus Superman because he'll be the strongest Kryptonian.
I think.
And both of them at their strongest.
So Invincible versus Superman.
Yes, and both of them at their strongest.
At their strongest?
Yes.
So that means we done threw Lois off the roof, and that means we done hurt Adam Eve.
Yes.
So I'm going Invincible.
I think you tweaking.
I think you tweaking.
Superman at his strongest?
Superman at his strongest. Superman 1 million.
And the fucking Invincible.
Superman Invincible never punched a hole through reality.
Not yet.
The comic is over.
Okay.
And he still has. He's never done it.
We can bring it back.
I'm saying that punch from Superman.
It's also not.
It's wiping the floor.
He's also not like 100 years old either.
You say he's not 100 years old?
Yeah.
You talking about Mark?
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, Mark. He's also not like 100 years old.
Yeah, I know, but
I'm saying
Superman.
Comics wise.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
He's not old
it came out like in what, 2000?
He's not so old that
they can't make more.
We've made so many stories about you that you can rip a hole in the space-time continuum.
That's true. So we're talking about them right now.
Mark.
At his strongest. It's Superman, Kal-El. At his strongest.
I think Mark is gonna win.
No.
Nigga, he's invincible.
Superman 1 million will punch that nigga head clean off.
You think so?
Battle be proved that.
We just saw the Invincible War. And we saw multiple Invincibles. Mark Grayson get murked by regular niggas. Superman is going to kill this nigga.
You think so?
Yes, 1000%. Mark can't hold no goddamn black hole in his hand.
You don't think so?
No.
I think he could.
Hold up the world for Atlas.
I think he could. He's invincible.
Yeah, hold up fucking Olympus. Come on now.
Somebody said he was strong.
A punch from a nigga that strong is murking you.
Nigga, Superman got beat by a human.
Yes, a very smart human.
Exactly.
But we're not talking. Mark ain't that smart.
He gotta be to have a rock, nigga.
You said you gotta be to have a rock. That's funny. That's funny. That's funny.
To have a rock, nigga. Nor do you have to be smart.
All right, so Viltrumites versus Wakandans.
In an area where he ain't gotta worry about
Wakandans.
No
Viltrumites versus Wakandans. Ain't no fucking way you think T'Challa's being is being all vibrating. Because if you think Superman can do it, there's no way you think T'Challa can.
I don't think Superman could be T'Challa.
You don't think Superman can be T'Challa?
Hell no.
Without kryptonite.
Without a rock, nigga.
You tripping.
Well, without kryptonite.
And without kryptonite. And they fighting a fair fight.
We got purple rocks around this bitch, okay?
Let's see what happens.
Nigga, that shit don't matter against a nigga who gonna punch a hole through your chest. Fuck that vibranium.
Guess what? When you hit that vibranium, that motherfucker absorbs and repels. So Superman gonna get knocked.
It has limits though.
It can only take so many hits.
We've seen it too. It took a hit from Sentry and he did not feel good.
When was that? Oh, he did take his hit from Sentry.
Yeah, and Superman is vastly stronger than that nigga.
Who?
Sentry.
Yes.
Bro, in the podcast. Cause you tweaking now. Sentry is Marvel's Superman. And you talking about Superman gonna be Sentry?
Yes.
Fuck out of here, nigga. The Void, his alter ego, will Thrax Superman. Thrax. Why you give Superman so much credit?
He's not my favorite.
That's why at the start of his movie, he a bitch.
Okay.
That's crazy.
That's fine, but that's fine. I'm okay.
That nigga dog jumping on him, hurting him.
I'm okay.
Your dog is hurting you, nigga.
I'm okay with
That's another Kryptonian.
I'm okay with you saying that. Listen. I'm okay with you.
But you supposed to be strong.
Your
dog jumping on you. You can hear the bones cracking. His heart. Your ass is screaming.
That's in the movie.
Your ass is screaming. So y'all haven't done y'all research.
I'm talking about the new movie?
Yeah, the new movie.
I haven't, because I want to see everything fresh when it first come out.
You want to see everything fresh?
When it first come out, yeah. I'm going to see the Superman movie.
I am too.
So,
but you ain't gonna watch nothing? You do a podcast about comics and you ain't gonna watch nothing?
No, I watch certain things.
No.
I watch the stuff that they put out about
And guess what?
I watched the stuff about Fantastic Four.
Smoke. I was like, what the fuck, bro? That nigga stole my whole swag.
You hear me? I watched the stuff that they've been putting out about the Fantastic Four. I really want to know how this movie gonna do.
So you'll watch the Fantastic Four shit, but you won't watch the Superman shit.
I feel like I've already seen enough of what I need to see for the movie.
You can see the new shit that just came out at CinemaCon, though.
Nah.
Exactly.
CinemaCon just ended, though.
Like a couple days ago.
Yeah, it just ended.
You had long enough to watch and find out. So, with that being said, there's an extended clip of what happens in the trailer where Superman, I don't give a fuck that I'm ruining it for you, that Superman is like, he fell down to the earth like they show in the trailer, and he's all busted up bleeding and shit, and he wheezing, and then he whistles for Crypto ass, and then Crypto come in flying, and as any dog would, it's a very wholesome scene, by the way, I'm talking shit, but it's a very wholesome scene. And Crypto sees him, and like any dog would, you're excited to see your owner. So Crypto start jumping on this nigga while Superman's on the ground, clearly in pain. And every jump, Crypto, like, you can hear how strong Crypto is, and it just like crushes Superman's bones because he's already weak.
I was yeah, he was already injured.
This nigga. Anyway, so then after Crypto finally realizes, hey, this nigga ain't playing with me, what's going on, he realizes that Superman is hurt, grabs him and takes him to the Fortress of Solitude. Then you see that motherfucker come out of the ground, and you see and it's really dope. And then you see them recharge Superman with like 8 magnifying glasses, and that shoot the sun directly into Superman, basically.
That's dope.
That is dope. It's very dope. I can't wait to see it. But with that being said, nigga, yo dog whooping your ass, bro. You supposed to be Superman. Superman.
He was already injured.
Look, I'm not the biggest Superman fan. I've said
you
it.
are.
I've said it on multiple times.
You are like
I
the biggest on the
Yes,
pod.
you are.
Yes, you
No,
are.
me defending you doesn't make me a
You
fan.
might like Superman more than you like Batman. You really might. Because you be defending Superman out there.
Me defending you doesn't mean that I'm a fan of yours. I'm just
Yes,
being
you are.
objective. I've read enough and know
I
enough.
feel you.
I read enough and know enough about Superman to say confidently, somebody who can bench press the earth for as many days, hold up Olympus, hold a fucking
he can hold up the earth. I give Superman
a black hole.
He took the job away from Atlas for a day, so Atlas could go watch his daughter do something.
Yeah,
that shit was dope for Superman.
Yeah, and be able to hold a black hole in place and crush it. Be able to punch a hole into reality. I'm saying, when I look at it in context of like, and
a human can beat your ass on most.
Yes, that has happened. But when you talk about, but I'm not saying
Batman is the equivalent of Gojo.
But I'm saying you talking about a Superman who's like, I'm ready to kill.
What the fuck did you just say?
Batman is equivalent of Gojo. Nah, I'll win.
Gojo's the equivalent of Batman because Gojo came out after.
Well, you know what I mean.
Yeah. But with his entire mythos, and then you pinpoint who's the strongest Superman, that's between like Superman 1 million, Superboy Prime, something around that. When you go to somebody who's that like ultra dimensional type of threat, which is what he is at those points, ain't nobody who can barely blow up a planet by themselves is doing anything with this nigga.
So if Superman is so strong, why is there a crime?
Because he has the issue. He has the flaw, if you want to consider this a flaw, that you don't like in a lot of superheroes, which is you have all this power and yet you are unwilling to use it because you say, oh, it's like I'm holier than thou.
To use it, you're not willing to do what needs to be done.
Right, the whole concept of I'm holier than thou. The thing that you said about him, Captain America, and it was somebody else, where you was like, you don't respect them because they're not willing to do what has to be done, type of thing. That's what it is. So like, and I told you, I respect him for feeling that way because
that's why. Do you know that's why Spider-Man can't live Mjolnir, but Captain America can?
Because
Spider-Man's not willing to kill people. You gotta be willing to do what must be done.
Yeah. But Spider-Man ended up getting lifted one time, didn't he? I think at some point everybody did, but yeah. Because I think Thanos got.
I think there's a comic where everybody lifts the fucking hammer at some point.
Yeah. I can find out though.
I think there's a comic where Deadpool lifted that bitch.
It is a comic where Deadpool lifted that bitch.
I'd be like, is it even special anymore? It'd be like, is it even special anymore?
It's just different universes.
I mean, yes, it's okay. It's not specifically for certain things. It's if you're deemed worthy, and that worthiness, as you realize throughout comics, can come at any given moment. Like, you're worthy at this particular moment. Like, you could be holding it, and then your worthiness will leave you, and the hammer will fall out your hand.
Mm-hmm. True.
And then Thor will call that shit and go back, and then he'll go back home. How could you, Chris?
Yeah. Oh nah. Peter Parker of Earth 616. He was able to lift. You heard me?
816.
Did he pass out?
Probably.
I'm
gonna beam you with this cookie.
Wow. You passed out, homie?
Here's the record.
We gonna dead it. Yeah, we gonna dead it in a minute. Yeah, Earth 616. Peter Parker. He lift Mjolnir. You heard me?
Yes.
So.
Wow. Yes, I did hear you.
Yeah. So he has, but at some point I'm pretty sure everybody has. But the fact that it was Earth 616 Peter is pretty dope, because that's one of like the main timelines they use. And so
interesting.
Yeah. So here's my question. Real question for everybody in the room.
Okay.
If you're a nerd to some aspect, do you think you can lift Mjolnir? Do you think you're actually worthy?
In what capacity? Like, it depends on what's going on. I mean, I'm willing and capable of doing what needs to be done, but you know what? Yeah, I think I'm worthy. If Thor is worthy, I think I'm worthy.
Boss?
Because I'm not as bad as Thor.
Boss?
I'm not as bad as Thor.
Say what?
I said I'm not as bad as Thor. Yeah.
If James worthy. If James worthy.
I don't think I am. I think I'm better than Thor, but I don't think Mjolnir will let me lift, because Cap is better than Thor.
In what capacity?
The first time he tried to lift the hammer in Ultron, that Captain America was better than Thor.
How?
The shit that Thor goes through where he's not worthy of lifting Mjolnir, Cap had already proven to us that he was. So what changed from that story to Endgame that made him able to lift it?
The value of death and understanding what needs to be done in the midst of everything that's going on.
When did he learn that lesson? You think the
Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldier?
Mm-hmm.
Ultron came out after Winter Soldier.
Wait a minute. Oh no.
Right?
No, it's not Winter Soldier.
No. Winter Soldier came out after Ultron.
Civil War.
Civil War?
Mm-hmm.
So by that point he was there. I can see that.
Because he had to sacrifice some of his ideals. Like once he became, right. But once he became the Nomad in Infinity War.
Oh yeah.
That's when he started to become worthy.
So by the time
he was fighting for something greater than America and greater than himself.
Mm-hmm.
He could move it because he was on the right path, but it's like he wasn't quite there yet. And then by Endgame, you the man now.
So do you like Marvel characters more because they kill more?
No, I like Marvel characters more because they actually have more depth to me.
I feel that way about DC.
That they have more depth?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Joker ain't the
I'm not talking about Joker. I think Flash, Barry Allen, and Wally West have.
Flash is the greatest DC character of all time.
Okay, we can go. If you don't want me to say them, I can go Dick Grayson. You can say Bruce Wayne, and you can say Black Panther.
Have depth?
Yeah.
I love the Bat family, but they don't have depth.
You don't think Nightwing has any depth to himself?
Nightwing, yeah. But everybody else is pretty.
I'm saying I name Dick,
and then we're done.
I say Bruce, especially what they're trying to do now, and Black Canary. Black Canary got depth to her. Like, you learn a lot about her. You don't like Duke?
Duke's alright.
Duke pretty solid. They need to do more with him, but he pretty solid.
But DC to me gives run-of-the-mill characters, whereas Marvel will adapt real shit. Like the mutants, is really why I'm on Marvel as far as the sci-fi realistic nature.
If I'm gonna be real with you, as far as
they are literally based on blacks and whites.
Yeah, I will definitely say the mutants. Tony
Stark is a real alcoholic.
Mm-hmm.
Has a whole comic about sending a demon in a bottle or whatever.
Yeah.
He has like the greatest story and character arc in movies. Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man.
Yes. Yeah. Quotes. I love the stories with Green Lantern. Hal Jordan. I'm talking about Hal Jordan. I love the stuff with John Stewart. Don't get it twisted. Kyle Rayner's is pretty fucking solid too. But I definitely say Hal Jordan and John Stewart have the most depth as far as in the Green Lanterns go. Mostly because they also have the most stories placed on them. But for sure them. I think a lot of DC characters do have a lot of depth.
What about Beast Boy, Raven?
Yeah, Beast Boy have a lot of depth to him. If you like.
No, he doesn't. Raven might. They started
with the Doom Patrol and everything, and his internal struggles with all of that. Like when it's not done justice, obviously, and I know you read comics, but I'm saying it's not done justice on TV and all that stuff like that. But when reading about him and everything he went through and why he constantly jokes and tries to keep on a smile, like that's a maybe that's not depth. Maybe that's more of a is that nuance?
Yeah. I give you that.
Yeah, we'll say more nuanced then.
Okay, so maybe they have a little bit of depth, but it's not to the degree of Marvel. Marvel characters make you fall in love with them. So much so that it's easier to make realistic stories with Marvel characters than it is for DC characters.
Because Marvel's more humans who some have more godlike power, whereas DC
and it's more relatable. Like the Hulk is just a man with outrageous anger issues. Like, think about that. Like, he's just a man with outrageous anger issues. Captain America is a man on steroids. Tony Stark is Elon Musk.
Okay. When Oliver Queen, he's Robin Hood. To obviously get up, but I mean technically he's Robin Hood. You could say him. A lot of them are detectives. A lot of them have to deal with murder on a daily, not just through their costumes, but like their real life. It's a toss-up. It's a great story.
And all of them are detectives or cops or some form of military. Tell Santa Claus go straight to the ghetto. How about that?
Well, they say he's the greatest detective, but
Batman's a detective that's not a cop. Never has been, but all of a sudden he's the greatest detective. And I love Batman, but Batman's the greatest comic character, huh?
Mr. Terrific.
Okay, I'll give you Terrific.
The question.
We can say Dick Grayson.
He's a detective.
Yeah, he is. He's a detective. Dick Grayson isn't a detective. I just blanked on it. Black Canary, Zatanna. You got
I love Zatanna.
I love Zatanna too.
Hal Jordan was in the military.
Yeah, you can't say
John Stewart was in the military.
Kyle Rayner.
What was Kyle Rayner?
I think Kyle Rayner was he an actor?
Was he another pilot?
No, Clayface was an actor.
I can't remember what Kyle Rayner was. But a lot of them have something. Barry Allen was a fucking forensic scientist or whatever. But he became a
forensic scientist because of what happened with his father.
That's true. But still, like now you.
So there's nuance to that. You can still say it, but there's nuance.
Barry, and I gave you Barry. Barry has depth. For some odd reason, they gave a lot of depth to the nigga that can run fast. They gave a lot of depth to his ass, but everybody else that's fucking stagnant and we can watch them actually on screen, they didn't want to give them depth. Like they gave Flash the best episodes on
CW.
What's the name of the show? Justice League Unlimited. They gave Flash the best episodes.
Yeah.
When Flash fought Lex Luthor and ripped his fucking shit and went into the Speed Force. It's one of the greatest episodes of television of all time.
Yeah. I'll put when.
And then they was like, we're here, Wally. And they was like, we're all here.
Yeah.
And they pulled his ass out of the Speed Force, and he was looking, and he was vibrating and going in and out of like vision, or in and out of the Speed Force. And he was like, if I go that fast again, I don't think I'm coming back. Nigga, that was the greatest moment Wally ever pulled off.
I can give you that. I also would say, and
they know how to write the fast nigga.
Yeah. I mean, even when one of the better episodes, or if you want to say moments, was when Batman was talking to that girl who was dying.
Oh man,
that was a fucking
Ace.
Beautiful.
He was talking to Ace. Oh,
man. That was one of the most beautiful fucking scenes in television ever. Can you just stay here with me? Yes. And just hold her hand, and then walked her out. She dead. Like they get some niggas some cold stories. I wish they had gave more to Superman and Wonder Woman. I do wish they had did more with them too. Jon Stewart mostly was going through his love story with the old girl and that, so I can't say that. But in the comics, television, all of that stuff, I'll say there's depth in a lot of them. You just gotta,
you gotta look for it.
Yeah,
more so than you probably should have to.
Yeah, but I will give you. You gotta look more for like the crazy stories on Marvel side. They'll give you that human
all the time, and I think that's why they're more relatable, and I think that's why it's more so. If I'm a rock with Marvel over DC in that aspect, like, and when I read DC comics, of course I love them. They great.
I think that's why the Absolute Universe is doing so well.
It's just doing so good
because it's a lot of depth and nuance to it.
It's new.
Yeah.
It's new. Like nigga, instead of Batman's rogues being enemies, his rogues are his childhood best friends. Yeah. Shit's dope.
The shit with Mr. Freeze blew me.
Nigga, did you see him?
Yes, that's why I said that shit blew me.
Did you see Bane?
Yeah, Bane is fucking huge.
I can't wait till the next issue come out. It come out next week, I think. I can't wait to get it.
Is it next week?
I think so.
I haven't. The only one I haven't read yet is the Green Lantern one.
I have all of them. Not all of them, but I have.
Have you read the Green Lantern one yet?
No, it just came out, I think. I can't wait though, because I want to read Flash too.
Yeah, I want to read Flash too.
Like, I'm ready for all of them. Like, they're so good. They're so interesting. I need them. And I love DC like animated movies too. Like, their animated movies are be slapping. Yeah. Yeah. Justice League Unlimited is one of the greatest shows in its entirety. It's so good. Yeah, ever. It's so good. You don't realize that they're actually telling one cohesive story until you rewatch it. And you be like, oh shit, this is one long. Everything pieced together. Everything pieced together. I went back and watched it. It's so good. Yeah, that's funny because I'm rewatching it now. I think I'm on like the last 3 episodes or something. In Unlimited or Justice League? Unlimited. Yeah. I finished Justice League. Yeah. I watched it from. Because I started on Martian Manhunter. I actually started on Batman. And I did watched too. Batman into Justice League. So you didn't watch the Superman one? Because I watched Batman, Superman, then I went to Justice League. I like Superman. I'm just not as much of a fan as other people. I just watched the Superman anime because I wanted to go through all the Bruce stuff. I think Superman should be black, and maybe that's my resentment. And it's not a race thing for real, but if it's not a race thing, then what is it? I don't know. Because Val, I would care more if you had more. Because Val is like Clark to a certain extent. Is he? A little bit. I do like Val's art though. Yeah, I can tell. Val. But that's the thing. I like Superman. I just don't love him like everybody else. I don't love him. I just understand him. I like the idea. His greatest moment is the cardboard conversation. You know what? I'll let you have that. Nah, I think when he held Olympus, for some reason that did something for me. I feel you. That did something for me. I feel you. Or you can go to when at first he didn't want to leave Earth. I want to watch something with Superman now, but all his movies suck. Man of Steel, not Man of Steel. Well, I don't know. The Christopher Reeve movies are good, but all the newer movies suck. You like Man of Steel? It's a great story. It's shot cinematically good, but it's not a good movie. I love Man of Steel more than the Christopher Reeve movies. Lord. And the first 2 Supermans with Christopher Reeve, I fucked with it. The ones after that kind of like took me out of it. I really wish they didn't, cause like I can. If you say, "Hey, we gonna watch the first 2 Christopher Reeve Supermans back to back," I'm with you.
When you say the 3 or 4, I'll try, but I can't get through.
Yeah, I can't get through the last couple, but the first 2, yeah.
Yeah.
And then I like the one with Richard Pryor.
I think it's the second one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But that's been this week. Sorry, things had got real late. As y'all can see, we on the pod we had got like a lot of our stuff back up. There's gonna be a lot more segments coming out to you. We're also gonna be posting it on Instagram and all of our other socials. So keep looking out for all of that. We appreciate you guys for coming back and fucking with us. I see that on a lot of our older videos, the steam picking back up. So keep that going, and we're gonna churn these out for you guys.
Actually.
Thanks to everybody for being on the pod. Even you, Ken Doll, we appreciate you. And we're gonna try to get to y'all next week. Y'all have a dope ass week.
Holla.